Greetings everyone, the name's Zed, and I just woke up to a pleasant surprise. The Hearthstone team has announced the next Hearthstone expansion, and it looks to be bringing back sort of the theme and feel of Goblins vs. Gnomes, which was even before my time. I joined during the Grand Tournament and didn't play for much, and then I returned in Mean Streets of Gadgetzan, which I thought had so much flavor in terms of its theme, and I love it for that, even though it did admittedly bring along some of the most hate cards in, I think, Hearthstone history, but aside from that, we've got the Boomsday project, new Hearthstone expansion coming out for the 7th of August as of now, and they've got along some interesting cards, I guess. I don't really know how to describe them. They introduced a new keyword, magnetic. I think it's one of their weaker keywords because it's specific to mechs. But still, it's cool that they're trying to bring back mech synergy, which is something they haven't done since League of Explorers. If you control a mech, discover a mech, that one gorilla. I don't know. Anyways, first up we got Spider Bomb. 3 mana 2/2 with magnetic and death rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. So what magnetic does is, if I didn't explain it properly, you can either play as a 3 mana 2/2 death rattle, destroy a random enemy minion, or you can attach its stats and its text to a mech. That's at least my understanding of it, and the way that they said it. So, like I said, play as 3 mana 2/2 with death rattle, destroy a random enemy minion, or you can attach it to a mech, and it'll gain +2/+2, and death rattle, destroy a random enemy minion. It's a cool concept, but I don't know, it just feels a bit weird, I guess. I don't know. Still though, 3 mana destroy a random enemy minion, that's crazy. Especially with play dead, that's 4 mana to destroy 2 random enemy minions. Sylvana's looking pretty weak now, huh? They're also introducing some project cards, which are they're not unreasonably powerful, but they are quite powerful given other cards that exist in the game. But they help both you and your opponent. The one they gave us in this example was Biology Project, where each player gets 2 mana crystals. Bearing in mind that gets 2 full mana crystals, not 2 empty mana crystals. So you could just if you're going turn 1, you can Biology Project into Wild Growth, or if you're going second, I imagine you could do something like Biology Project, Coin, Innervate, Nourish, and you could possibly Wild Growth if you wanted to ramp even more, and bam, you're at, what is that, 6 mana? 7 mana? No, it's 4 mana actually, never mind. So yeah. But anyways, with this being a Druid card, I could definitely see some interesting combos that you could pull off with your opponent if you're just having fun with your friend or something. Just getting to higher mana quicker. I don't know, it seems like a lot of fun. You could definitely see this being played competitively, but not for long. I guess we'll have to just wait to see the full card set in order to fully get an idea of what it is that we're looking at. I'm going to do what Trump does, not do what other Hearthstone streamers do, where they just rate cards just on their own. I want to pull it Trump style and see the full set before I do my review on it. This is more so just me getting my thoughts out there. The last type of new mechanic that they're introducing are Omega Minions. They're decent on their own. You've got the example they gave is the Omega Defender, 4 mana 2/6 with Taunt. However, when you play him, he'll get a special boost if you have 10 mana crystals. In this case, you'll gain +10 attack, which in the example they gave is enough to take down a Deathwing. But more than that, I would imagine you'd do some pretty crazy stuff with Shaman, like give this Wind Fury and like get an OTK on your opponent. Probably a meme, but it'll be a fun meme. They also teased at a new hero card that looks like to be for Warrior. Dr. something Mad Genius. They didn't give any info on the new hero card, but it'll be interesting to see what they do with Warrior, because I personally don't like the Warrior hero card that's introduced in Knights of the Frozen Throne. Kinda meh in my opinion, but I mean, who knows, maybe this will be like the hero card that like sort of replaces, kinda like how when Evolve and Devolve rotated out, how like the Shaman Death Knight was replaced with Hagatha the Witch, because it's just so much better in a way, because you just get so much value. Speaking of Shaman, we've got Electra Storm Surge for the legendary minion for Shaman. 3 mana 3/3, Battlecry, your next spell this turn casts twice. I don't really see the point in this. It just have the elemental tag, so I guess elementals. I don't know. I wonder if this works with Murmuring Elemental and you can then play this, so then your next spell this turn triggers twice, so 4 times. Maybe that you get an OTK on your opponent. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like some interesting combos that you could do to get an OTK, maybe Lava Burst and Lightning Bolt. I'm imagining something like you play your Murmuring Elemental, if this even works. You play your Murmuring Elemental. You play your Electro Storm Surge, that's 5 mana right there. Then you play Lava Burst on your opponent, and hopefully you have some minions to back up the attack, because that's 20 damage to face right there. If you've done 10 damage, then that's a way better Pyroblast. It doesn't say that the targets are chosen randomly, so I would imagine you would be able to play it on the same minion. What I don't get is why it seems like they're trying so hard to push Shaman Stone back to being a thing again. I think they should just have a nice healthy balance, like make some of the other cards for the other classes weaker, and then make some like just slightly, just so they aren't like top tier, always have in your deck type of competitiveness, and then have like the weaker classes get slightly stronger cards, not like deal 20 damage in 1 turn if you have this combo. I don't know. Just something that's kind of weird and slightly bothers me, but I digress. So the last card that they showcase is called Myra's Unstable Element, and the thing that bothers me is to say this is the first time they've introduced legendary spells into Hearthstone, when that is not the case, because Ungoro had legendary spells. They were in the form of quests, sure, but they were still spells nonetheless. You can hover over their card and it'll say this is a spell, and it's also a legendary card. But anyways, I don't know. Myra's Unstable Element, I keep wanting to say Evolution. It's a 5 mana legendary spell for Rogue, I think? Draw the rest of your deck. I imagine you would want to do something with Hemet Prep Myra to maybe get some sort of like combo piece or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you draw, maybe you're like a big rogue or something, and you play Hemet to get rid of your smaller cards, and then you play Myra's Unstable Element to like get the remaining cards or whatever. I don't know. It just seems weird. It seems really, the fact that it's specific to rogue just seems seems a bit odd. I don't really know how to describe it, but it just seems very weak, and I don't see why you'd want to draw out the rest of your deck. I mean, maybe they'll introduce something where you will want to draw out the rest of your deck. Maybe it'll be like Jade Golems, where like when you empty your deck, that's when your game really starts in that regard. Because the way that Jade Druid worked is you basically were trying to dump out your whole deck and like draw it out. And then once you did that, you got the Jade train rolling with Jade Idol after Jade Idol after Jade Idol. Because you just shuffle more into your deck, you would play more, shuffle more into your deck, play more. I kind of like that concept for a deck, and maybe they'll introduce something like that for Rogue. Not like Jade Druid style, because like that was like, that appears to be all the cards that they've showcased. And those were my thoughts on them. Prepare for, I'm guessing, daily uploads on my thoughts on these cards. I don't really know, but I guess we'll see. That'll be it for this video. I'm done rambling now. If you're interested to see like what the rest of the expansion is like, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I will try, keyword try, to do my custom Hearthstone cards alongside these videos, so you may get like a double upload one day or something every now and then, but I'm going to be focusing pretty much, I'm going to be taking my priority on the Boomsday project. I'm kind of iffy on this expansion after the fail of the Witchwood, which I pre-ordered, by the way, and I kind of regret it because of how weak it was. Like, it was almost like, I think I've heard some people refer to it as a Grand Tournament 2.0 type of expansion, and the Grand Tournament, a lot of people was considered to be the worst expansion. This is kind of going there for me, because mainly because of these weird mechanics, and I see in the description, pre-purchase the Boomsday project to receive a 50 card pack bundle, when in the Witchwood it was 70 card pack bundle. But you can also pre-purchase the Mega Bundle, which is an 80 card pack bundle. Granted, there's a random golden legendary, which is worth a legendary of your choice, but you just keep getting more and more money hungry, it seems. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Like I said, I'll try and keep both types of videos running side by side, but no promises. Until next time, name's Ed. Take care all.